Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Friday and welcome again to my podcast, Snacks Thoughts. Again, I say welcome to my podcast, Snacks Thoughts. And what is my thought for tonight? Well, given the events with this current economy that we're in, my thought and the title for this podcast would be Get Your Breadcrumbs. Get your breadcrumbs. And what do I mean when I say get your breadcrumbs? When I talk about get your breadcrumbs, what I mean is having more than say, one gig or one hustle. And this is something that's going on at every level, or something that I believe that individuals are going to need to do in this time and the economy that we're in. So when I talk about get your breadcrumbs, basically everyone knows what breadcrumbs or crumbs are. Crumbs are basically the little pieces off of a whole that individually they seem insignificant, but if you put them together, they make a whole lot. So when I talk about get your breadcrumbs, I'm talking about, having different streams of incomes. And for those that are rich or wealthy, the average person that has wealth or riches, they have at least a minimum of 7 different streams of income. So even the wealthy or the rich hustle, but they just do it on a much larger or grander scale. Now, looking at this economy with the loss of jobs and things like that, I'm not saying that there aren't jobs around, jobs available, but this economy, it definitely has changed, and obviously I do believe that we will experience inflation and possibly hyperinflation. But I think especially for probably the Z's and maybe some of the millennials, and others as well, with the way this economy has changed, I think you're going to need more than just one stream of income and piece it together. And I feel that by us having online and AI cell phones, laptops, tablets, I think we should use technology to our advantage. Now, there are those of us that may still have, certain skill sets that will enable you to make money outside of just, say, your regular job, or your business, depending on what it is. Some of those skill sets could be those of the trade, such as, mechanics, electricians, plumbers, And I remember years ago when I did work, for this electrician who was a contractor. I used to, at the time, I was just like a helper to this journeyman, and sometimes he would invite me out to make some extra cash on side jobs. And this is years ago, and dude was getting at least 1,100 to a couple of thousand just for something as simple as hooking up some lights in somebody's basement, and then plus get a tip, but, I believe that this right here may be the season for it, as people are going to have to be more creative and are going to have to find different ways to make money and string different streams of incomes together, and you already have some people that's doing that. Some do it through having may have YouTube channels. They may, do Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, the gig economy. Some have, their job and have a business on the side. But I just believe that with the way this economy is gone and with inflation, prices, they're going to go up. And I think you have to be creative, in this environment with AI taking over, use, technology to your advantage. There's a host of ideas, online that you may find is the right is the right fit for you. And I encourage you to be creative, but I just with the way this job market has changed, there are some individuals I talked to where they said they don't even do the retirement plan for them anymore. I've talked to some young folks that some of the jobs they have, they no longer do the retirement plan. So the traditional way of doing things, if you want to say maybe the 19th century or the 20th century model, I believe with the advent of AI and then this pandemic, caused the elites or whatever like that to speed things up, and with the invention of technology and AI. So you're going to have to be more creative, and you can't just rely on just one thing. But my dad always said, if you put a bunch of little things together, a bunch of those little things make a lot. And it's the same principle. Every dollar is made up of a bunch of pennies. 100 pennies, make $1. If you get $100 bills together, they make $100. And so forth. If you get 10 hundreds together, they make 1,000. So I encourage you, be creative, and don't necessarily look just to have just one income. I mean, like I said, even the athletes, have they multiple streams or they side hustles. It's called what they do as an athlete, then plus what they earn as endorsements, and then they may set up, other businesses. And why can't we do the same thing? It's just on a different level and maybe a smaller scale. But if you piece them all together, they all will make a whole, and you definitely want to have several or multiple streams of incomes coming in, so that way you always have money coming in. But it's just it starts with a mindset, changing the way we think. But things have changed, and there's going to be more changes coming, so we have to be adept and adaptable to the times that we're living in. But it's just something quick to think about. But think about it, a bunch of little things pieced together make a whole lot. Get your breadcrumbs. Get your breadcrumbs. And find out and be creative and figure out creative ways to create multiple streams of incomes. You piece those things together. They may not be a lot individually, but you piece them together, the pie gets big. That's all I have on this one, guys. And the name of this podcast again is Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS. And you can find my podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, iTunes. You can find me on Radio PPM, SoundCloud, and a host of other social media platforms. And I also have a YouTube channel, which is Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. So go over to my YouTube channel and smash that bell to be subscribed. Hit the like button and leave comments. I'd love to dialogue with you. And if you don't like it, hey, hit the unlike button and still leave a comment. We can still chat about it, but subscribe to my YouTube channel, push it out and share it. And also subscribe to Snacks Thoughts. Share it. Share Eric Broadus YouTube and Snacks Thoughts. Push it out. Share it. With your family, friends, enemies, frenemies. Roaches, rats, cats, dogs, bats, goats, whatever. Push it out, guys, and share it. But I thank you, to all that are listening, and to all that are sub. But again, get your breadcrumbs, guys. Get your breadcrumbs. All right? Peace out, and I will see you on the next one. And I have military content coming also for my YouTube channel, doing a high year tenure in the military. All right, guys? Peace out. Have a good weekend.